42 matches are up in the IPL 2026 and it's already heated up. It's not the end of the season, it's not the business end, but the playoffs race are already there. There are teams dominating at the top and there are teams struggling at the bottom. Some teams in the middle are eyeing for a spot to sneakily enter into the next round. To give you a perspective, PBKS defeated Delhi Capitals. Delhi Capitals defeated RCB. RCB defeated Chennai Super Kings. Chennai Super Kings defeated MI. MI defeated Gujarat Titans. GT defeated KKR. KKR defeated LSG. And LSG defeated SRH. SRH defeated RR. And RR have defeated Punjab Kings. 10 டீம்ஸுமே சொல்லிட்டோம், ஒரு ஃபுல் சைக்கிள் போயிட்டு வந்திருக்கு. This has been the stage of IPL 2026. Any team can step up, any team can do well அப்படின்ற ஒரு ஸ்டேட்டஸ் தான் வந்து we have seen, right? RR won against PBKS like this week, but they lost against KKR முன்னாடி thanks to the amazing Rinku knock. SRH have defeated Rajasthan Royals, chasing a 220 odd total, 228 something at ease, but they lost to Punjab Kings. So the IPL has shown us multiple sides. ஒரு சைடு வந்து ஒரு பஞ்சாப் கிங்ஸ் வந்து ஒரு 96 5 overs அப்படி இப்படின்னு அடிக்கிறாங்க. இன்னொரு சைடு டீம் லைக் சிஎஸ்கே 15 ஓவர்ஸ்ல 96 for 5 90 for 5 ஸ்ட்ரகிள் பண்றாங்க. இன்னொரு சைடு 8 for 6 ஒரு 40 for 7 40 for 8 அப்படின்ற லெவலுக்கு வந்து இன்னொரு டீம் போயிட்டு இருக்கு. So it has really shown us very very different sides. Looking at the points table, these stories are not painted, but the league செமையா போயிட்டு இருக்கு. செம எனர்ஜெட்டிக் அண்ட் ஆக்ஷன், நிறைய ஆக்ஷன் இஸ் ஹேப்பனிங். எக்ஸ்ட்ரீம் ஆக்ஷன்ஸ் ஆர் ஹேப்பனிங். ஒரு சைடு வந்து ஒரு 75 ஆல் அவுட்னு ஒரு டீம் எடுத்து ஜெயிக்கிறாங்க, இன்னொரு சைடு ஒரு 260 அடிக்கிறாங்க. சேஸ்ல வந்து பஞ்சாப் கிங்ஸ் சேசிங் இட் டவுன். ராஜ், looking at the points table, RCB, PBKS right at the top two. SRH and RR are also closely following. If you look at the points table, there are 3 teams who are at 12 points, 9 games, 6 wins into. Run rate மட்டும்தான் they're positioned above each other. RCB above SRH, above RR, and then Gujarat Titans also won their yesterday's game versus RCB. That was an amazing win, a very important win for Gujarat. They're also in the race. They're just 2 points behind the 4th place team, which is RR. CSK and DC also slightly in the race, below Gujarat Titans at 6 points. They're only having 3 wins. அங்க ஒரு நல்ல கேப் இருக்கு. Will they ever bridge it? We don't know. We have to wait and see. And down the order, of course, Kolkata Knight Riders at 5 points. Mumbai Indians and Lucknow Super Giants are having a very very bad season at 4 points. What's your view on how the tournament is going around? Playoffs race வந்து இன்னுமே heated up போயிட்டு இருக்கு. The middle of the table இருக்கிற teams, whether they will fare out well or is the top 4 already fixed?
Yeah, it's been a little bit interesting over the last week, especially. Teams are beating each other, and the top teams are கொஞ்சம் games இப்போ lose பண்ணாங்க. So it seems a little bit more interesting. Uh, but I feel like the top 4 that we have right now might just be the top 4 at the end as well. Uh, it does seem like that because they have those kind of players to perform for the next few games, that they have a lot of the teams in the middle and a lot of the teams at the bottom are still finding out a lot of things about their players and the combinations they are about to play. But already halfway through the tournament மேல ஆயிடுச்சு. ஆனா you see teams like Mumbai and LSC are not able to find that combination on even till now. எக்ஸாக்டா எப்படி எவ்வளோ யார் ஆடுறது, இம்பாக்ட் பிளேயர் கொண்டு வந்து பவுலிங் போட மாட்டேங்கிறாங்க, அந்த மாதிரி எல்லாம் இருக்காங்க மும்பைல. ஸோ இட் இஸ் a little bit confusing for the teams at the bottom. But still at the GT, CSK, DC, they probably we have an outside chance to get to that 4th place. But I think this is where I think the top 4 plus 3 teams, those 7 teams, is where I feel like it will be between them who will make the top 4.
We'll have to wait and see. Yesterday, GT defeated RCB. If in case RCB had won that game, they would have gone to the number 1 position. And GT may slightly, they would have been out of contention for the playoffs. கொஞ்சம் momentum போயிருக்கும் எல்லாமே. In our playoffs episode, we were talking about this. How GT are going to play RCB, PBKS, RR, SRH, all the 4 teams at the top அப்படின்ட்டு. So we'll have to wait and see how it pans out. But this IPL, it has been really unpredictable. எப்ப எந்த டீம் எப்படி ஸ்டெப் அப் பண்ணுவாங்கன்னு தெரியல. Because ஒரு side Delhi Capitals are hitting or 260 odd runs, and then Punjab Kings are chasing it down comfortably, very comfortably chasing it down. முன்னாடிலாம் வந்து ஒரு 200 சேஸ் பண்ற ஒரு டீம் வந்து ஜெயிச்சுட்டு ஒரு செலிப்ரேஷன் இருக்கும், செம்மையா ஒரு however you chase it, ஒரு 18 ஓவர்ஸ் 19 ஓவர்ஸ் சேஸ் பண்ணாலும் ஒரு செலிப்ரேஷன் ஒரு செம்மையா ஒரு இது இருக்கும். இப்போ 260 சேஸ் பண்ணிட்டு ஜாலியா வந்து ஏதோ இது என்ன ஈஸி தானே அப்படின்ற மாதிரி வாக் பண்ணிட்டு போறாங்க. அண்ட் the next game they're coming out to Rajasthan Royals, and then again they're not able to defend a particular target. ஒரு சைடு வந்து 75 all out, RCB are taking it down. So that was an amazing day of ஒரு Saturday games where DCPPK also went well. LSG and KKR also put up a good fight. KKR are also somewhere, slightly picking it up. We'll have to wait and see how this goes off. But looking at, you mentioned that RCB, PBKS, SRH are almost locked in a winter. But I feel top 4 race இல்லனாலும் top 2 race இருக்கும்னு நினைக்கிறேன். Who's likely to, because இப்போ கரண்டா ஒரு 6 matches 7 matches போறப்போ lot of teams ஓட வீக்னஸ் வந்து எக்ஸ்போஸ் ஆகல. பட் இப்போ வந்து சம்வேர் அந்த டாப் 4ல இருக்கிற 4 டீமுக்குமே வீக்னஸ் இருக்கிற மாதிரி இருக்கு. வில் டாக் அபவுட் தட். பட் வாட் டு யூ திங்க் அபவுட் தட் டாப் 2 ஃபைட்?
Yeah, I still think Punjab though will definitely be in the one of the top two. Maybe RCB, between RCB and SRH there could be a tussle for that second spot if RCB don't play well in the next few games. So we will have to see how they perform. கொஞ்சம் அந்த batting first ஆடும்போது RCB seem to struggle a little bit to score the correct amount of sort of set a target properly. They tend to probably lose too many wickets at the start, and then அங்கிருந்து consolidate பண்ணி ஓரளவு ஸ்கோர் எப்படியாவது எடுத்துட்டு வந்துடுறாங்க. But doesn't seem enough for the bowlers to defend. So that is that. And SRH have won the last 5 games continuously. They have been batting really, really well. Last game head on the form வந்தாரு. Uh, Even Abhishek has scored a lot of runs this season. So it seems like the batting group is coming together really well. Klassen has, even in the last few games actually upped his strike rate a lot and has performed really well. So I feel like the tussle for the at least like the second position will be between RCB and SRH, and anyone could make it in that.
Have a chance at that. Talking about RCB, of course, like SRH is coming on a 5-win, ஒரு செம்மையான மொமெண்டம் வராங்க. எனக்கு தெரிஞ்ச இந்த டாப் 4ல only SRH is coming in with a momentum. PBKS is still good. They have just lost one game. RR is slightly on and off. PBKS defeat பண்ணிருக்காங்க. திடீர்னு one day செம்மையா தெரியுறாங்க. திடீர்னு வந்து they are slumping. But talking about RCB, they've been following an interesting pattern. 2 win அப்புறம் ஒரு லாஸ் ஒன்று வருது அவங்களுக்கு. They've been following some the numerology pattern மாதிரி ஒரு இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங் பேட்டர்ன் ஃபாலோ பண்ணிருக்காங்க. The first loss started off with that, ஒரு டே கேம் சின்னசுவாமியில வந்து ரொம்ப நாளுக்கு அப்புறம் ஒரு டே கேம் இந்த பச்சை ஜெர்சி போட்டு they played. அந்த கேம்ல இருந்து லாஸஸ் ஸ்டார்ட் ஆச்சு. ஸோ they have been also, as you mentioned, they also have a few concerns here and there because first thing, நேத்து கேம்ல again first batting பண்றப்போ they have struggled and everything is fine, but you're defending a target, right? You have one of the best defensive bowlers in the town, who's like he has been the best defensive bowler ஒரு ஸ்பின்னராவோ இல்ல ஜென்ரலா bowler-ஆவே கன்சிடர் பண்ணாலும். Why didn't Krunal Pandya even bowl a single over? Shepherd was good. He picked up wickets. Shepherd got the full quota of 4 overs, but Krunal didn't even get 1 over.
I mean, we will have to ask the captain that. Romario, I don't know. It seems like Romario has become like that backup bowler. எப்போ they are not trusting a spinner, probably டெத்ல போடணுமோ எங்கேயாவது போடணுமோ they are trusting him to maybe try to nail those Yorkers. So maybe that is the thought process there. Near the game he took a couple of wickets at a crucial time, but obviously Romario sometimes I feel like could go for a lot of runs. They can still back Ronaldo to take those at least bowl defensively, which he has done all season. Some games here and there maybe he's given away runs, but he's largely bowled well.
Yeah, he has bowled well, but somewhere I feel Romario has been a weak link in their lineup because எப்பெல்லாம் the sixth bowler வேணும்ன்ற மாதிரி they are going to him more. அப்போ வந்து somewhere he's getting targeted அப்படின்ற மாதிரி தோணுது. Even in the Delhi Capitals game, 15 runs were required of the last over. That is 15 is definitely defendable. ஒரு it's not an easy அப்படியே அடிச்சிடலாம் ஈஸி தான் அப்படின்ற மாதிரிலாம் இல்லை. பட் once Shepherd came in அந்த சைடு வந்து ஒரு மில்லரோ ஸ்டப்ஸோ தேவர் கால்குலேட்டடா ஆடிட்டு இருந்தாங்க பார்த்து எந்த பால் அடிக்கணும் எந்த பால் வந்து தட்டி ஆடணும்னு பட் ஒன் ஷெப்பர்ட் கேம் இன் தேவர் ஜஸ்ட் லைக் ஆல் அவுட் எல்லா பாலும் அடி அவ்வளவுதான் ஐ மீன் அஃப்கோர்ஸ் இட்ஸ் லாஸ்ட் ஓவர் 15 ரன்ஸ் ரிக்வயர்ட் அது இதுன்ட்டு பட் அங்க ஸ்லைட்ல அந்த ரொட்டேஷன் bowling rotation might also have misfired because that game Soyash only had 1 over, so giving to him was not the option. But somewhere I feel the sixth bowling option is a big gap for RCB. We saw last year finalsல ஸ்ரேயஸ் ஐயரோட விக்கெட் வந்து ஷெப்பர்ட் தான் எடுத்தான்னு நினைக்கிறேன் if I'm not wrong. ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி வந்து if he steps up அந்த மாதிரி if he fires it's going to be good. But on a given day ஒரு 2 ஓவர் கூட போட்டுடுறாங்க அந்த 6 bowler வச்சுனா sometimes the momentum can go away from RCB. So I feel if Shepherd is good enough, that is going to be good. இல்லனா வந்து I feel that's going to backfire them. That is a weak link for them. And coming to the batting side of things, I'm observing one pattern, of course. I mean, முன்னாடியே சொல்லியிருக்கோம் even the other ex players, former players எல்லாருமே they have mentioned this. If Virat Kohli doesn't stand on one end and take the game deep with the other end batters going for the runs, somewhere RCB obviously collapse ஆகுறாங்க. And also if you observe on the days when Rajat Patidar is probably not giving them that middle overs acceleration, RCB are again failing because it was the case yesterday's match. Leo Patidar came in, he was hitting some runs, ஒரு லக்ல ஒரு நோ லுக் எங்கேயோ தலைக்கு மேல ஒரு 4-6 எல்லாம் போகுது. பட் லைக் வந்து if he is not giving them the right acceleration in the middle overs, especially spinner or pacer, whoever it is irrespective, because he had been hitting or starting of the idula he had been hitting on the 200 220 230 strike rate la he was coming and hitting all the balls correctana or acceleration or move on கொடுத்துட்டு இருந்தாரு. But when that is not there, RCB are again somewhere struggling in between. Of course Virat role would be probably intent or no and something like that. He might lose out on the wicket, but this is also becoming a concern. If நேத்து மாதிரி ஒரு 150 all out a fake collapse is starting to come in.
Yeah, especially when batting first, I think Kohli has seemed to change his motto a little bit. He has started playing a little bit more aggressively in the power play. அதனால he sometimes maybe loses his wicket early, and
Exactly.
then there seems to be not that kind of stability from any other player. Even Padikkal this season I think has improved his strike rate quite a lot,
Yeah,
and is probably playing a
exactly.
lot well. So maybe he could be that glue when let's say wickets fall around. If he could play that long innings and then get them through. But I think they back themselves to I think hit consistently over the 20 overs and then uh, allow their bowlers like Puvi and Hazelwood and Krunal to bowl themselves to victory. I think that's how they are looking at it. They obviously lost 3 games, but I think they want them to just keep going for it. And if on a day Virat sticks around, then probably they make a really big score.
Mm. But yeah, again, like talking about that, like yesterday, what happened was they were dependent. Bhuvi ஒரு செட் சூப்பரா போட்டிருக்கான். I guess he's like at his prime. எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சு அந்த எப்படி நம்ம விராட்டுக்கு 2016 2026 கம்பேரிசன் போடுறோமோ, Bhuvi is almost on the same level. We talked about this already. 3 for 5 அந்த இந்தியா பாகிஸ்தான் 2012 ஒரு ODI சீரீஸ்ல போட்ட ஸ்பெல் மாதிரி 3 for 5 அது இதுன்ட்டு he's like rattling the opposition in the power play. Again, like Hart says that India should take him to the 2027 World Cup. But again, coming back to the IPL 2016 he was purple cap winner, 16 to 18. He was having the amazing purple cap patch. He's doing so well even now. Nath also 3 wickets right at the top. Butler wicket la samaya irundhuchu paaka. But like on the other side, Hazelwood was taken down. Shubman Gill ஒரு ஓவர்ல வந்து ஹேசல்வுட் ஃபுல்லா பிரிச்சிட்டார், ரைட்? when we say, and Kronal wasn't bowling yesterday, 150 target தான் எல்லாமே. But ஒரு side வந்து we also saw Hazelwood being attacked in right after the injury when he came in. Initially he was being attacked. நேத்து ஆல்சோ வந்து கோலி எப்படி ரபாடா 5-4 அடிச்ச மாதிரி கில் வந்துட்டு திடீர்னு 4-4 0-6 4-6 almost 24 runs in that over, and Hazelwood was taken down. So on the மாதிரி if one bowler is taken down, you cannot bank on something, because on the board there is not a lot of score coming in, right? இப்போ ஒரு எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சு ஜிதேஷ், டேவிட், ஷெப்பர்ட் 3 பேருமே ஒரு எனக்கு என்னமோ ஆர்சிபி ஒரு 3 ஃபினிஷர்ஸ் வச்சுட்டு ஆடுற மாதிரி ஃபீலிங் வருது. பிகாஸ் ஒரு கொலாப்ஸ் சம்திங் வந்துச்சுன்னா ஜிதேஷ் இஸ் ஆப்வியஸ்லி லைக் ஹீஸ் அட் இஸ் வெரி வெரி வர்ஸ்ட் ஃபார்ம். பிகாஸ் அந்த ஒரு லாஸ்டா ஒரு எல்எஸ்ஜியோட ஒரு 85 87 சம்திங் ஹி வுட் பிளே. அதுக்கப்புறம் ஐ கெஸ் ஒரு 8 இன்னிங்ஸ்ல இஸ் ஒன்லி மேனேஜ் டு ஸ்கோர் 87. ஸோ ஜிதேஷ் இஸ் ஆல்சோ இன் வெரி பேட் ஃபார்ம். ஷெப்பர்டுக்கு வந்து அந்த ஒரு நின்று டைம் எடுத்து லைக் slightly taking it slow, setting it up and then going big doesn't work. Tim David same way, international cricket எப்படி இருந்தாலும் again IPL நம்மளும் பார்த்துட்டோம். நேத்துலாம் 8th over 9th over he came into the crease, same way settle ஆயிட்டு ஒரு கொஞ்சம் balls எடுத்துக்கிட்டு and then going big, probably not working for him. 12 overs 10 overs deepலாம் ஆடுறது is not working for him. I also feel அந்த இடத்துல வந்து probably they have that gap.
Yeah, a little bit Romario, Tim David, but if you see last year, these were their strengths. Romario won them a few games against CSK. If you remember, he scored off Tirana really well. Even Tim David, you see, this year he scored really well. அதனால they are backing them to score those runs. I feel and then I don't see anyone now on the outside. Probably they have someone like Jordan Cox. Maybe they could give him a chance.
Yeah.
But we will have to see. Maybe few games couple they might go that way. But other than that, I don't see any Indian options there anyway. So this seems to be their best playing 11, unless let's say maybe Saul comes back, or maybe Jordan Cox.
We'll have to see how that goes. As you mentioned, they've also somewhere been they're backing their players. That's a good thing, and somewhere they're also being a bit better than how we watch them play. முன்னாடிலாம் ஒரு ஆர்சிபி வந்து ஒரு 80-3ல இருப்பாங்க. ஓகே, நாட் அ பேட் ஸ்டேஜ் அப்படின்னு இருக்கும்போது திடீர்னு பார்த்தா வந்து ஆல்ரெடி விகே ஏபிடபிள்யூஎஸ்லாம் அவுட்டு. ஸோ ஒரு 130 பேக்கப் 130 135 ஆல் அவுட் ஆயிடுவாங்க. இப்போ வந்து நேத்து கூட படிக்கல் டுக்கர் ஸ்டாண்ட், and they also have a good they have been using a good option in Venkatesh Iyer as an impact player. அங்கேயும் வந்து லைக் எப்படி வந்து சிஎஸ்கே யூஸ் டு ஹேவ் திஸ் இம்பாக்ட் பிளேயர் யூசேஜ் ஆஃப் bowlers-ஓட 11ல போயிட்டு if a collapse comes in, use a batter, இல்லைனா play with same 11 அப்படின்ற மாதிரி ஒரு செட்டப். ஸோ ஈவன் ப்ரீவியஸ்லி ஒரு மேட்ச் பார்த்தோம் வேர் வெங்கி ஐயர் கேம் இன் அஸ் அன் இம்பாக்ட் சப், அண்ட் அகெயின் அந்த மேட்ச் வந்து ஆல்மோஸ்ட் ஒரு கொலாப்ஸ்ல இருந்து 200 கிட்ட அடிச்சாங்க ஆர்சிபி. 90 for 6 சம்திங்ல இருந்து 200 அடிச்சாங்க. ஸோ they have been managing it well. But again, there does seem to be some loopholes here and there. நம்ம அகைன் சொன்ன மாதிரி விராட் ஒரு சைட் ஸ்டாண்ட் நின்று ஆடினா ப்ராபப்ளி தேர் அப்ரோச் அண்ட் தேர் ரிசல்ட்ஸ் மைட் சேஞ்ச். டாக்கிங் அபவுட் விராட், he's been in absolute form. Purple orange cap வந்து again he's very very dominating in the race, and like every single match he plays he comes back into the Nath also he was very aggressive. These days strike rate also increase ஆயிருக்கு compared to the 2020 2021 times. In the season when the power play he's almost batting at a strike rate of 170, and he's got we saw that day 800 fours, 300 sixes, the first player to get to 9k runs in the IPL. He's having the same energy, same aggression. Even yesterday we saw in the controversy and all that, he's also playing lesser dot balls I guess compared to previous years. So he's also been in his prime touch. And Tenji, as you mentioned, 1 or 2 games, if Virat sticks around, அவனுக்கு மாட்டிச்சுனா I guess வந்து RCB will just consider that as the biggest blessing, and they'll really take it forward.
Yeah, he's been, playing really well since I think 2024 Nadulande. He's been using this approach in T20s, especially after he has, just about, finished this T20 career. He's freed up a little bit, I think, just playing for the fun, and has been able to score a lot more runs. Even in one-day cricket, if you see, he has become a lot more aggressive. And I guess it's
Yeah,
just that he's at the later stage of his career. He's just playing with no fear, and he's already achieved a lot of things. So he's probably just trying out things to make himself better.
he's probably experimenting new, approach, new intent, and that is working out. That's the best part for whichever team he's playing, RCB or India. We'll wait and see how that goes. So RCB, when they more or less they are there. Of course, they are in the second position already. They just need almost 2 wins to officially confirm their playoff spot. I feel they might have a chance at the top two, but it'll also have a go around the other teams and see if RCB can actually make to the top two. Coming to yesterday's opponents, Gujarat Titans, they have a very close contention for the playoffs. 10 points இருக்காங்க, fifth position. RR are above them at 12 points, just two points away, just a win away. But the way Gujarat Titans have been playing, definitely, you are not obliged to say, okay, in the team when the 100% they'll defeat other teams, they'll defeat the top teams, and then come in ஒரு கதை உடச்சிட்டு பிளே ஆஃப்ஸ்குள்ள வந்துருவாங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்ல முடியல, because they also have a lot of holes here and there, right? நேற்று வந்து 150 ஆட் சேசிங். We know something, right? T20 பேட்டிங்னா வந்து இந்த டாப் த்ரீ தான் ஃபயர் ஆகணும், எல்லாமே நமக்கு தெரியும். பட் குஜராத் டைட்டன்ஸ் seem to be a team that are way too dependent on the top three. And also in the playoffs episode, you mentioned one thing, right? 180, 200 அடிக்கிறாங்க, அதுக்கு மேல இருக்கிற டார்கெட் or something like that, they're probably funking out. So that one of the biggest reasons for that is டாப் ஆர்டர்ல அந்த 3 பேர், சாய், கில், பட்லர், அதுக்கப்புறம் பெருசா யாருமே இல்ல. வாஷி இஸ் ஆஃப் லேட், வாஷி ஹஸ் பீன் கெட்டிங் சம் ரன்ஸ். பட் when you come to the middle order, ஷாருக் கான், ராகுல் டெவாட்டியா, why are GT giving them such a long rope?
Because they don't have any options. I think that is as simple as that. They have to back them. இல்லைன்னா in what they have done with Phillips going out and Holder coming in probably has made them a little bit better in the middle. So அதனால தான் ஹோல்டரை கொண்டு
Yeah.
வந்திருக்காங்க. So maybe they're playing around with that. Even yesterday, Tewatia probably gave them some runs at the end that helped them win the game against RCB. So they are looking at it like that. Obviously, Shahrukh has to perform a lot more. He hasn't clicked for them for a while now. Starting when he hasn't clicked for them as much. Uh, yeah, like you said, it is a top heavy side with the top three scoring the bulk of the runs. Washington here and there கொஞ்சம் runs அடிக்கிறார் at number 4. But
Yeah.
yeah, we will again. They seem to be a team where they are very bowling dependent, and if they are able to chase anything below, let's say 180, even maybe 200 on occasions, they seem to be comfortable. But on a given day, let's say even if they concede, let's say 220, 230, கொஞ்சம் கஷ்டப்படுவாங்க to chase it down, because the kind of even the top three, the kind of top three they are not there. Everyday போய் 250, 300 strikes strike ஆடுற batsman இல்ல. So that's where the last season, if you remember, they started off really well, and then at the end they tapered off. Bowling அவ்வளோ நல்லா வரல, and then they lost it out.
Stuck out.
Yeah, so I feel that's where they will struggle, especially chasing big totals. And if on a given day, let's say the bowlers don't perform, FD,
Yeah.
they will come back. That we will have to see.
We'll have to see that. Actually, bowlers தான் இப்போதைக்கு சேவ் பண்றாங்கன்னு தோணுது, because as you mentioned, top த்ரீமே பெருசா இந்த aggressive. Sai hit 100 the other day. Sai scored 100, but the idea is that you know it's not a like or top three on the or explosive top three because one side we are seeing team like Priyan Sharia, இன்னொரு side even Jacob Bethel or Virat Kohli, he's taking on the players and everything. நேத்து கில் பார்த்தோம், he was taking on the ஒரு சூப்பரா when he took on Josh Hazelwood. But again it is slightly on the slower side, lesser explosive side, ஒரு probably ஒரு ஒரு கடபார பேட்டிங், ஒரு பயங்கரமான அக்ரெசிவ் ஸ்டார்ட் கொடுக்குற ஒரு 6 overs 100 அடிக்கிற டீம் அப்படிலாம் வந்து ப்ராப்ளி தோண மாட்டேங்குது. பிகாஸ் ஈவன் வென் யூ கன்சிடர் த அதர் sides in the top four, even all the four teams, all of them are actually capable of scoring 230 and chasing 230 also. We have seen that in the same tournament, RCB, PBKS, RR, SRH, every team they have done that in between each other. But Gujarat Titans anga வந்து they are probably definitely struggling. Bowling definitely in the வாட்டி click ஆயிருக்கு. Rabada, Siraj, they have been going around well, but again they'll have to, even with the addition of Jason Holder, as you mentioned, Phillips பதிலா Jason Holder came in, bowling, batting ரெண்டுத்துலயுமே வந்து I guess he's a very very good addition, given his all-round abilities. Like I guess they should have probably definitely started him straight away. He's playing all around the world in different T20 leagues. He's actually been doing good, especially in the batting one. He's been doing good. Nath, he took a few wickets also. With the bat, he could be a good floater for you. Or number 3, number 4, depending upon the overs and scenario of the game. Or number 4, number 5, and the number 8 வரைக்கும் எங்க வேணாலும் he can play. Even the other day we saw versus RCB, Krunal Pandya last over போடும்போது சம்மடி அடிச்சாரு வந்து. He scored those 20 extra runs for GT again in their reverse fixture. So they have been having these இந்த காம்பினேஷன் ஃபைன் பண்றது எல்லா டீமுக்கும் ஒரு தலைவலியா தான் இருக்கு. பட் ஐ ஃபீல் fundamentally they still have some weaknesses here and there in their overall approach. Even if you see, like you mentioned about the fact that யாருமே இல்ல உள்ள பெஞ்ச்ல to replace Shahrukh Khan or Rahul Tewatia, but I feel a team like SRH, they're trying out ஒரு 5 new youngsters. இப்போ அவங்களோட winning combination teamல 5 youngsters இருக்காங்க. சாஹில் அரோரா, அனிகேத் வர்மா, சாகிப் ஹுசேன், பிரஃபுல் ஹிங்கே, இவ்வளவு பேர் இருக்காங்க. தேர் backing everybody and giving them the chance. But like I don't think GT have also done that in the past. Probably in the middle order they could have probably tried something. Again, like top order fire பண்ணாதான் அப்படின்ற scenario. Sai Sudarshan, he's been in a good touch. He scored that 100 also. But we'll have to wait and see how it probably goes out for them. The other day we saw Sai hitting Krunal Pandya வந்து எல்லாருக்கும் பவுன்சர் போடுறாரு, யாராலும் அடிக்க முடியலன்றப்போ Sai was hitting that. He's been in a good touch. Like he's classic, the way he plays எல்லாமே. But is he like good enough for this explosive side of IPL or explosive side of T20 cricket?
I mean, he probably doesn't have the ceiling as much as Suryavanshi or your Abhishek Sharma's of the world. But he can
Exactly.
be very consistent. Maybe if they had like an opener like that, they could be it could be a lot more different. It would feel a lot more different for them. At least for match winner types at the start to who can just finish game. Gill can be that actually. Yesterday, if you see, he took down Hazelwood. Maybe Gill is that person who can probably accelerate and let Sai build his innings and then score the runs in that manner, so that it
Yeah.
is a lot more stable and at the same time a little bit more destructive at the start.
Yeah, I remember Virat saying this. ஒரு ஓப்பனர் அப்படின்னா ஒரு ஃபினிஷர்னா வந்து லாஸ்ட்ல வந்து 5 overs இருக்கும்போது வந்து ஃபினிஷ் பண்ணி கொடுக்கறது மட்டும் ஃபினிஷர் கிடையாது. ஒரு ஓப்பனர் ஆர் சம்படி ஹூ இஸ் லைக் கமிங் அவுட் அட் அ டிஃபிகல்ட் ஸ்டேஜ், அட் த ஸ்டார்டிங் ஸ்டேஜஸ், பவர் பிளே வந்துட்டு நீ ஆங்கர் பண்ணி எடுத்துட்டு போயிட்டு ஒரு சேஸோ ஒரு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இன்னிங்ஸோ வாட் எவர் இட் இஸ், எண்ட்ல நல்லா ஆக்சிலரேட் பண்ணி மொமெண்டமோட ஃபினிஷ் பண்ணி கொடுக்கறது வந்து வெரி வெரி இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். ஸோ வில் ஹாவ் டு வெயிட் அண்ட் சி ஹவு தேர் கோனா ஹேண்டில் இட். Maybe not this season, but like maybe in the next season, they might possibly get probably a power hitter, maybe a foreign hitter along with the likes of Sai or Gill, opening the innings, or pinch hitter Murray up the order, to give them some good head start Murray. Talking about that pinch hitter point, Rashid Khan வந்து கன்சிஸ்டண்டா நம்பர் 8, நம்பர் 9, நம்பர் 7, நம்பர் 8 அந்த மாதிரி வந்துட்டு இருக்காரு. I don't know why, like, given, of course, you need to give chance to, your players like Shah Rukh Khan or Rahul Tewati, all those. But, like, I feel Rashid is definitely being underutilized by GT. Like, not in terms of the exact number, exact position, but or probably or 16th over, 17th over mark club, if that is the over we are going through, irrespective of what wicket fell, you can probably give the bat to Rashid. போயிட்டு ஒரு ரெண்டு சுத்திட்டு see he's anyways a wicket who's going to be sitting inside. சும்மா உள்ள உட்காரத்துக்கு பதிலா, and like somebody like Shah Rukh or Tewatia, they're coming and taking in some balls before hitting. Rashid can go from the ball one. So அந்த மாதிரி like some different option, some out of the box option is something I feel they should definitely try. Because if you remember ஒரு மேட்ச்ல MI மேட்ச்ல வந்து they lost wickets in one of the previous seasons. They lost early wickets, almost a collapse incoming. Rashid almost or 30 balls, 70 or something he hit for them. So he definitely has that capability, but I don't know like if they will think out of the box and give him those chances.
Yeah, mostly they've been a more stable side. நிறைய changes இங்கங்கன்னு பண்ணாம they back certain players and then certain positions for those players, and then they seem to be going that way. You know, early CSK எப்படி இருந்தாங்களோ அந்த மாதிரி தான் they trying to
Yeah.
operate more so. So I think that's how they are looking at it. Obviously, like you said, they could use Rashid more, and especially at the back end. With Ethos Kandone, they could probably give him a go and see how that goes.
They have to obviously innovate and go with different kinds of options here. We'll have to wait and see how that goes. They have a very important set of games coming up. Let's see how it goes for them. They have a very clear chance at the playoffs because topல அந்த 4 டீம்ல வந்து they are playing between each other. So அங்க எங்க losses வந்ததுன்னா NRR somethingல GT can actually go through. They have the chance. They have to win all their remaining games for that. We'll see how that goes. We have a predictions league for you guys. Join the predictions league where you can predict the winner, the highest scorer. Each and every game, you can kick in your predictions and see how it goes. It'll be a fun, interesting contest to watch out for. Almost 20-25 games are left. It'll be an interesting contest to join and watch out for. Join the prediction league. Link in the comments. Follow us on Instagram for more updates. Follow us on Twitter for the live updates on the game. And also follow us on subscribe to our YouTube channel for more and more such videos and reviews on the IPL 2026. Stay tuned, guys. Cheers. Thank you. Thank you, Kraj, for joining.
Yeah, thank you.